All right, let's talk about something that might sound a little backwards. We're often told to stay out of debt, right? But what if I told you that some of the wealthiest people out there actually choose to borrow money, even when they have more than enough cash to buy things outright? It seems crazy, but there's a very specific reason why, and that's what we're going to unpack.
So let me ask you this. Let's say you've saved up and you've got the cash, a big chunk of it, to buy something major, like a house. The voice in your head, the advice from everyone you know, is probably screaming, pay cash, don't get a loan, right? But is that really the smartest play? We're going to find out that the answer is, well, it's not what you think.
Okay, so here's the big question. Why on earth would anyone, especially someone with a ton of money, willingly pay interest on a loan when they could just not? It sounds like you're just throwing money away. But the secret, the whole key to this, isn't about the money you spend. It's about what the money you don't spend is doing for you.
And that brings us to a super important idea called liquidity. Now, don't let the fancy word fool you. It's simple. Liquidity is all about having cash or stuff you can turn into cash, like right now. Think of it as your financial freedom fund. It's what lets you jump on a great investment opportunity that pops up or handle a surprise expense without having to panic sell something important. It's all about having options.
This really breaks it down, doesn't it? Look, when you pay with cash for that big purchase, poof, that money is gone. It's tied up in the thing you bought, and it can't do anything else for you. But if you borrow instead, your original pile of cash just sits there. It stays in your control. And here's the kicker. It can stay invested, continuing to grow and make more money for you. This is a total game changer.
So keeping your cash is the first part of the strategy, but that's just setting the stage. The next step is where the real magic happens. It's where you take that advantage and unlock something incredibly powerful, and that's a little something called leverage.
Leverage, in a nutshell, is the art of using other people's money to make yourself money. That's it. You borrow cash to buy an asset, something you expect to grow in value. The whole goal, the entire point of the exercise, is to make sure that asset grows faster than the interest you're paying on the loan. If your investment is earning you 8% and your loan costs you 4%, well, you're winning.
And this right here is the essence of it. It's about controlling a big asset with just a little bit of your own cash. Think about that. You don't have to put up the whole 100 grand. You can put up maybe 20 grand and you still get to control the entire $100,000 asset. That massive amplification, that's the secret sauce.
Okay, that all sounds good in theory, right? But let's actually run the numbers with a simple example to see just how dramatic the difference can be. We'll use a $100,000 property.
All right, check this out. Scenario 1, you pay cash. You put in the full $100,000. The property value goes up by 10%, so you've made $10,000. Your return on your cash invested? 10%. Simple, right? Not bad at all. But now, look at the second line, the leverage scenario. You only put in $20,000 of your own money. The property still grows by the exact same $10,000. But wait, that $10,000 gain is on an investment of only your $20,000. Do the math. That is a 50% return on your cash. 50! That's 5 times the return. Let that sink in. The exact same asset, the exact same market growth, but a 5-fold difference in the return on your money. That is the raw power of leverage. It's like a financial superpower. And listen, this isn't some secret trick only a few people use. This is standard operating procedure across the entire financial world. Real estate investors use mortgages to buy way more properties than they could with cash. Big companies issue debt to build new factories or expand because they know they can make more money with their own cash than the interest on the loan will cost them. The principle is exactly the same. Use borrowed money to control things that make you more money.
Okay. Before you run out and borrow a bunch of money, we need to hit the brakes, hard, because this is really, really important. Leverage is a double-edged sword. It's a high-stakes game, and it absolutely comes with some serious risks. There is no such thing as a free lunch here.
This is the part you absolutely cannot forget. That incredible force that can magnify your gains, it magnifies your losses just as brutally. Remember that 50% return? Well, if that property's value had dropped by 10%, you would have suffered a 50% loss on your cash. The bank still wants their money back, 100% of it. They don't share in your pain. So here's the fine print, the non-negotiable rules of this game. First, you have to have enough income coming in to easily cover your loan payments, no matter what. That's your safety net. And second, and this might be the most important rule of all, this strategy is for buying assets, things that can grow in value. This is not, I repeat, not for funding your lifestyle, buying fancy cars, or going on vacation.
Using leverage for things that lose value is just a fast track to financial disaster. And really what this all boils down to is understanding one simple but profound difference, and that's the difference between an asset and a liability.
I mean, look at this. It's so clear. On one side, you have strategic debt. You use it to buy things that have the potential to make you more money. Real estate, stocks, a business. This is the kind of debt that can actually increase your net worth over time. On the other side, you've got problematic debt. This is for buying stuff that loses value the minute you own it. This debt is guaranteed to make you poorer. The tool is the same. It's still debt, but how you use it changes everything.
So, if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this sentence right here. It's about using debt to buy things that can make you money, not things that cost you money. It's that simple. It's a calculated, strategic tool, not a credit card for a shopping spree.
And that really brings it all home, doesn't it? This whole way of thinking isn't just for the super rich, it's a mental model that anyone can use. So the next time you're thinking about making a big purchase, just stop for a second and ask yourself that one powerful question. Is this an asset or is it a liability? Seriously, the answer to that question could completely change your financial future.